Diddy's public reputation is done.
It's done.
Yeah.
The first of all is there has been negative propaganda put out about me that's not true.
In what seems like a script ripped straight from a Hollywood drama, Sean Diddy Combs, once a towering figure in the entertainment industry, is now facing a stunning and rapid downfall. The latest blow to his empire, a mass exodus of 18 brands from his e-commerce platform, Empower Global, all sparked by a series of harrowing abuse allegations. The scale of this corporate desertion is nothing short of astonishing. It's not just the number of companies fleeing, it's their fervor in distancing themselves from Diddy's tainted legacy. Take House of Takura, for instance. Led by Annette and Zhao, this luxury bag company was quick to sever ties. Zhao's words were unambiguous. We take the allegations against Mr. Combs very seriously and find such behavior abhorrent and intolerable. This isn't just a business decision. It's a moral stand.
Those insurance companies, they had the ability to say, we won't renew your policy if he continues to be a director or officer.
Similarly, Nudie System, a brand known for its undergarments and shapewear, didn't hesitate to terminate its association with Empower Global. Founder Annette Azan acted swiftly upon hearing of Ventura's allegations, drawing a line in the sand. Then there's Leonard Greer of No One Clothiers, who, despite once revering Combs as a business and entertainment leader, felt compelled to cut ties, citing a conflict with his company's foundational beliefs of respect and equality. The financial implications for Diddy are stark. His $20 million investment in Empower Global, once a source of pride and excitement, now seems like a sinking ship. Combs, who in July had gushed about his excitement for the venture, comparing it to the launch of Bad Boy Entertainment, now watches as his empire crumbles.
I'm going to fight for my reputation. I'm going to fight for the honorable man I am, the righteous king that I am. I'm not perfect.
But it's not just these statements that spell trouble for Diddy. The reasons behind these brands' departures are deeply rooted in ethics and values. Ashley Godalock of Surrey, a luxury skincare brand, made it clear. Her company unequivocally seeks to terminate its association with Empower Global due to the mistreatment of women. Habi Berry of Falaba, a high-end jewelry brand, also voiced her belief in the accusers and her commitment to empowering women, making her decision to leave the platform crystal clear. What's particularly damaging is the nature of these departures. Some brands have vanished from the site, highlighting the rapid unraveling of Combs' business endeavors. This isn't a slow erosion of support. It's a swift and decisive blow to a once thriving venture. And yet, amidst this storm, there's a glimmer of what could be perceived as loyalty or perhaps pragmatism. A few brands, while acknowledging the seriousness of the allegations, have chosen to stay, citing investments in time and capital. They had geared up for Empower Global's launch, believing in the vision of its prior CEO, Khadija Robinson. Her departure in February preceding these allegations was a shock to many. These remaining companies seem to be in a state of limbo, weighing their options in a rapidly evolving situation. But let's not forget the catalyst of this dramatic downfall, Cassie Ventura's lawsuit. The allegations she brought against Combs have set off a chain reaction, with each new revelation adding to the sense of urgency and moral reckoning. Ventura's accusations of physical violence and forced sex acts have cast a long, dark shadow over Diddy's career and legacy.
Controlled every aspect of her life. He is accused of frequently beating her and would hide her in hotel rooms for days until the bruising and signs of abuse were gone.
These allegations aren't isolated incidents. They've opened the floodgates for others to come forward, each account adding to a growing narrative of abuse and misconduct. The details are graphic, disturbing, and, for many, impossible to ignore. This isn't just a crisis for Diddy. It's a seismic shift in how the public perceives a figure who was once celebrated for his business acumen and musical genius. As the brands depart, one can't help but speculate about the ripple effects of these allegations. Diddy's business interests span beyond Empower Global. What will happen to his other ventures? Will his once loyal partners and collaborators turn their backs on him too? The situation remains fluid, but one thing is certain. The Diddy empire, once seemingly invincible, is showing cracks that could very well lead to its collapse. Cassie Ventura's lawsuit, a former protege and lover, catapulting Diddy from the pinnacle of success into the abyss of public scrutiny and moral judgment. Cassie, whose real name is Cassandra Ventura, brought forth a lawsuit in federal district court in Manhattan that reads like a chronicle of horror. She alleges a decade-long saga of control, abuse, and manipulation at the hands of Combs, starting from when she was just 19.
To change it or something that I was doing was causing it.
Got you.
And once I realized that it didn't have nothing to do with me, it was his decision and, something he had to deal with.
Right.
The details are nothing short of chilling. Being plied with substances, enduring beatings, and being forced into sexual acts with male sex workers while Combs filmed these encounters. But the climax of this alleged nightmare came in 2018 when, according to the suit, Combs forced his way into her home and committed assault. Ventura, breaking her long silence, stated, "I am finally ready to tell my story." In contrast, Combs, through his lawyer Ben Brafman, vehemently denied these allegations, labeling them as offensive and outrageous. Brafman accused Ventura of demanding $30 million under the threat of a tell-all book, framing the lawsuit as a blatant act of blackmail. However, Ventura's lawyer, Douglas Wigdor, countered, claiming Combs offered a substantial sum to silence Ventura, which she rejected.
I'm going to gather myself and just try.
Well, I'm sorry that happened to you. Diddy,
Absolutely.
baby. Sending you healing energy, sending everybody dealing with those type of situations healing energy.
But Ventura's claims are not isolated. They have opened a Pandora's box, leading to more women coming forward with their own disturbing accounts. Joey Dickerson, a former Syracuse University student, recounted an encounter with Combs in 1991. She alleges that Combs incapacitated her on a date and then assaulted her, recording the act and sharing it within his influential circle. The fallout, a spiral into depression, and the derailing of her education. Another lawsuit filed by an unnamed woman details a joint assault by Combs and R&B singer Aaron Hall. She claims that after being coerced into sex with Combs, Hall forced himself on her. Days later, an enraged Combs allegedly choked her until she lost consciousness in an attempt to silence her. A spokesperson for Combs dismissed these new allegations, attributing them to opportunistic exploitation of New York's Adult Survivors Act. However, the pattern emerging from these accusations paints a dark and consistent picture of abuse and misuse of power.
Whatever I want, I get! Whatever I want, I get!
The shockwaves of these allegations reverberate beyond the personal sphere into Combs' professional realm. His empire, which includes Bad Boy Entertainment and an impressive portfolio of business ventures, now faces an uncertain future. How will these scandalous revelations affect his standing in the industry? Can his business ventures withstand this storm of public disapproval and moral outrage? As the plot thickens, a fourth accusation emerges, adding another layer of horror to the narrative. A new court filing alleges that Combs, along with his Lieutenant Harvey Pierre and another unnamed man, assaulted and trafficked an underage woman in 2003. The accuser, referred to as Miss Do, alleges she was incapacitated and assaulted by a group in Combs' studio.
Are pointing out the fact that she has actual photos in the studio. So placing her there in the studio, one of the photos, she's actually sitting on Diddy's lap.
Combs, in a fiery denial posted on Instagram, declared, "Enough is enough," vowing to fight for his name and reputation. This latest accusation not only raises the stakes, but also casts a shadow on Combs' entire legacy. But perhaps the most harrowing aspect of these allegations is the theme of trafficking. Ventura's lawsuit mentions being forced into non-consensual sex with other men. A claim echoed by Miss Doe, this disturbing element suggests a pattern of behavior that transcends mere abuse, venturing into the realm of criminality and systemic exploitation. In the midst of this turmoil, Combs' response remains a mix of denial and legal maneuvering. His settlements, denials, and public statements are indicative of a man caught in a tempest, struggling to regain control of a narrative that's rapidly slipping from his grasp. As the drama unfolds, one can't help but speculate. What will become of Sean Diddy Combs? Once a symbol of success and a beacon in the music industry, he now stands at the precipice, his reputation hanging by a thread. The accusations, each more shocking than the last, have created a domino effect, causing both personal and professional relationships to fray. The Combs saga, with its twists and turns, is a stark reminder of how quickly fortunes can change. From the heights of fame and wealth to the depths of scandal and disrepute, Combs' journey is a cautionary tale of power, abuse, and the potential fall from grace. As the legal battles rage on and more details emerge, the world watches, captivated by the unraveling of a once untouchable figure.
I don't really let anybody influence me on making records.
As the dramatic narrative of Sean Diddy Combs' downfall continues to unfold, the court of public opinion is ablaze with reactions. Fans and detractors alike are weighing in, their comments painting a vivid picture of a divided audience. Amidst these voices, two particular opinions stand out, reflecting the complexity of the situation. One fan, seemingly knowledgeable about the music industry, pointed out, yeah, but he still has his Bad Boy artists' royalties and master's check coming in, so he'll stay afloat for now. It highlights the reality that, while his reputation may be in jeopardy, his financial ruin is not immediately imminent due to the enduring assets like royalties and masters from his successful past ventures. On the other end of the spectrum, another individual expressed a harsher stance. He deserves more for all the evil things he has done to people for over 3 decades. It suggests that for some, the current allegations are seen as the culmination of a pattern of behavior, rather than isolated incidents. This viewpoint speaks to a broader narrative, one where Combs' current legal and ethical battles are part of a larger historical context of alleged misconduct. As the story continues to develop, we're left with more questions than answers. We invite you to join the conversation. Do you believe these allegations will permanently tarnish Diddy's legacy, or is this just a temporary setback for the mogul? And what do you think about the brands that have chosen to stay with Empower Global? Is it a pragmatic decision or a silent endorsement of Diddy's alleged actions? Drop your thoughts in the comments below and let's delve deeper into this unfolding drama. Farewell, farewell.